Hello, and this is Typical Argonian's first Warhammer 40,000 blog, episode 1 with Orks. Now, I'd like to point out that this is intentionally, and was intentionally, hence why you can see me icon, a wargaming channel. But it's also going to be a gaming channel, so please, no hate. There's no point in it. And if you don't like me wargaming things, just the simple answer is don't watch them. No need to spread random stuff around the internet. If you like me gaming things but you don't like me wargaming things, and vice versa, just don't watch the other. It's something I enjoy and will keep on enjoying to do. I will be doing battle reports from here. I will also be doing vlogs like this, and hopefully some painting vlogs. And the games I will be talking about is Warhammer 40k, War Machine, and a stash of Warhammer Fantasy whenever I get the chance to play the game. Basically, this episode's going to be about Orks. Why am I talking about Orks instead of my beloved Chaos Space Marines? Because I love my Chaos Space Marines. The answer is simple. As people on Daka will know, which is a very from what I've observed, is a very popular wargaming forum, I have decided to join the Daka Worldwide campaign as Orks. I'm going to change the clan name to Red Apocalypse. And he's my leader. He's called the Over-Tyrant Skull Crusher Gut Slasher. So it's the Red Apocalypse Mechanica. The task is simple. In my gaming club in Seam, I may reveal the name later on. Depends in later videos. Depends if it's the right thing to do. I'll have to negotiate. Well, not like negotiate with the people, just like if it's the right thing to do, if it's the wrong thing to do from our social group. So, anyhow, so the knobs or the Orks war. This is my Death Star unit, which is basically a pain boy. 5 big choppers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, unfortunately, because they don't have 5 big choppers, I had to convert 2 of them. One here as a double-edged axe for a big chopper, and 5, the other one. I'm quite fond of these conversions, although I wish there were more big choppers like them, because I really like those models. There's also a war banner, which I use as a war banner and a big chopper. Now, I would like correction if I am wrong, but I use, as I've talked with my friends down at my gaming club, I have used this as a big chopper as well as a war banner, both two things into one, as in this, because the model is a big size, so I use this as a war banner and a big chopper, and people don't seem to have a problem with it. Obviously, I would like clarification if I'm allowed to do this or not, because I don't like to cheat, if you know what I mean. I don't like doing stuff like that. I'd like clarification to make myself feel secure. And Painboy. Just the fine cast. To be fair, I'm not a fan of fine cast, like anybody, well, like the majority of anybody else. But it's not because of the miscasts, because to be fair, I haven't had any miscasts. It's more due to the weight, because this used to be metal. My dad's got a metal one, he gave it to us. And I like the weight of your leaders being heavy, and it's just, if it gave me a signal of significance, like it was something to be wary of, and now it just feels like another plastic soldier. It did. I'm not saying that in a negative way. It's just I like the weight on me miniatures. But anyway, this is my conversion. This came with the knobs box. Into basic kit bash. A green stuffed a shed load on the arm pads. Now I know me. What was it? Sorry, I will pause a bit. It's just I know what to say. It's the fact of getting brain to mouth to work in a smooth line, and it all gets jutted. So I apologise for that. I'm trying my best here. Okay. I will try better as well in other vlogs. I can only improve. Basically, I like this bit where the power claw from the knobs are on the shoulder pads. I like that a lot. That's probably the main thing. Sorry, that was my thumb. The only thing I can really say about this conversion is the legs. Now, I don't mind them, but when you're looking at him, it looks like he's oversized his upper torso, and his legs just look like something like a stickman's. But anyway, I do have... Now, what I'm usually doing is, and I found this in 5th edition to be the same as 6th edition, weight of attacks. These are... I know with people go, oh, I've got 2+ arm save, I'm a Terminator, hasta la vista, baby. And I'm like, But it really does help. I mean, obviously, if you've got like 3 or 4 attacks, that's strength 8, but you're allowed an arm save. It's not that good. But considering the fact you're going to have him, all those, and a poisoned weapon. And a poison weapon that also dishes out feel no pain to the unit, including the war boss that will be in the unit. Yeah, I think that's going to be quite a hefty load of attacks. At, hang on, plus 3 strength for the knobs, 4, 5, 6. So that's strength 7 on the charge for the knobs, and strength 8 for the charge for the war boss. So basically, anything that's going to be issuing him he's going to issue in a challenge. If he fails a save and doesn't have immune to instant death, Eternal Warrior, then that's going to die. And any monstrous creatures, trying to point out a simple one, Talos. I know there's Tyranids, but you can be quite dodgy because you can have Carnifexes, which generally anything can kill them. If any Death Star unit can kill them, but Trigons, it might be a different matter for them all. Anyway. So, yeah, these can be effective Death Star hunters, and just due to the weight of attacks, because I know you'll go, but I've got Terminator unit, how many saves is it going to take? Now, obviously, it all depends on luck, and everybody goes on about averages and all that, but personally, averages is important, I understand that, but I'm now playing casual, so all I'm thinking is luck of the dice. Now, obviously average is important, but I don't really like thinking about numbers. Don't know if I've just said this, but I used to be a competitive gamer, but I've changed to be a casual gamer now. The main reason being was I intend tournaments to support me gamer club, which I enjoy very much, and I enjoy the games there, and I enjoy the variety of players. But it got to a point where models just ended up looking like numbers for us. It came from when I just started Warhammer 40k to, the las cannon penetrated the monolith and made the monolith explode in a fashion of eerie ectoplasmic fire, to, ooh look, 9 points beat 235, etc, etc. Ooh look, 6 points just beat 20, and every miniature I just saw, I ended up not seeing the actual miniature or what was happening on the battlefield, just numbers moving around with tape measure, and that's, in my opinion, boring. And I wanted to give myself some flair back. I wanted to see everything happen because it was most enjoyable then. So I mean, with half my friends down at my gaming club, we have made a house rule where we won't use special characters. We'll use our own characters because we liked the idea of you on the battlefield, as it said in the rulebook, like, you are the general, so he would be me on the battlefield and I'd be fighting my best friend, who's a Necron. Crap. I am a Necron. Big chopper. He's gonna stomp you flat. It's class. And we've had a few games, quite a few games, and we're all enjoying it. I've been given back my sense of reality. Anyway, sense of fictional reality from the 40k. But I've enjoyed it. I've been enjoying it a lot, and my friends seem to be enjoying it as well. Sorry. What else? What I usually pack into my list? A lot of killer cans. I'm ashamed to say it, but I love the idea of dreadnoughts. I'm not ashamed of that idea, but I'm ashamed of the idea that I stick as many as possible because I love it. The problem being is I know that's competitive, and I know I said I'm a casual gamer, but when it comes to my lists, I like putting things that I want to use. I don't go off on the internet and just scroll down looking at the instant win button. I did that once for me Orks, and I got like 4 battle wagons and used battle wagon rush. It was quite good, but I didn't like it. It really was just, I felt horrible playing the list. Basically, Orks have done a good job. I love my Orks. What I usually do is stick as many killer cans as possible. I stick my little Dagger Jet here, which I will show you. It is almost painted, probably 95% painted. Yes, you're wondering why all the white and blue. The white and blue is because this is Starscream Generation 1. I can't take myself seriously over the hobby, as you can imagine. I personally just can't, because I think it's just the fact of, you'll get like lots of people going, well, I've got Drago and Manarus Calgar and he can do this and this and this, and I'm like, please, I have Optimus Prime, which I have painted into a Generation 1 battle wagon. Okay, that wasn't right. I've painted Optimus Prime Generation 1 as a battle wagon. No, that's still, I can't say things right, but you get the general gist. And this is Generation 1 Starscream. What I am going to try and do is get 3 of these and paint Starscream, Thundercracker and Skywarp. Yeah, I do like Transformers as well. So far it's nice. With the rust, I'm going to plan to dry brush some orange on it. I forgot what the orange colour is, but it was on the old Games Workshop paints. I enjoy this model. I really do. This is a Dagger Jet. I know it's a bit odd. May as well stick that on. Just showing you. Basically, I know it doesn't look like the Dagger Jet, but I really didn't like the pose. It looked too static and just looked a bit boring. And I saw the turrets on the wings, and I just thought, for a super shooter, it looks like an utter midget. So, what I did was add belts, stick those on, get those because those are super shooters. I don't care what anybody says, those are big enough to be super shooters. The bigger the better. And the little turret with the grot in. I liked that, so I just thought, hell, I'll add them in. I do have the windows for the Ork pilot, but I'm not putting them on yet. Yeah, you will see him in battle reports. War, Red Apocalypse. It's just, I think it's also the fact is, I play games with me dad's friend called Lee, and he basically gets plastic kits, like Apaches and all that, and he'll paint them into Airwolf and stuff. So it's kind of nice just to see stuff like that happen, and crossovers happening, because it's quite nice. Anyway, what I'm planning to do is paint the Decepticon symbols here, and here, and that should be done. Anyway, back to the list making. I have a squad of 20 chopper boys and a squad of 20 shooter boys. I'm going to change this though to 20 assault boys, just so I can get them all up there. Because I like shooters, but I need 2 squads of them, and I've got more choppers than shooters. And we also like things getting bogged down in combat. Okay, so what else is there to say? What else do I stick in? I said about the Dakar jet. Sometimes if I've got points to spend, I'll buy a custom force field big mech. I count these as troops always because it's a nice little thing. You just stick in. Sorry, being sick while hiccuping. Anyhow, so I usually stick them on the middle of the objective and just plonk them there, and they're kind of movable, especially when there's sea terrain around. What else do I usually do? That's actually quite a good question. Hello. Is this around? Sorry, I'm just trying to find my list book. See? Well, it's in a bag. The bag has currently disappeared. Oh well. I just have to do without it. What else do I stick? And I usually play 1,750 or 2,250 point games. Because that's usually what everybody else plays, because everybody else still likes tournament play. War. I'm still trying to think what else is in my list. I think that's generally it, because I usually have 3 squads of killer cans, the battle wagon for the knobs, and that's it. And you should just zoom around. Anyhow, so I know this hasn't been much of an episode and I've stuttered a lot and all that, but I think in the next episode I will improve by telling a few old war stories, eh? I probably will. I keep these to 20-minute videos because I don't know, because even though I've extended the time on YouTube, I'm not sure how long it actually lasts. So I'll keep this on 20 minutes. So to be fair, they've actually said that you can go as long as you like, so to hell with it, let's make this a long one. Old war videos. Old war videos? No, sorry. Old war stories for Jeffersons. Why did I say Jeffersons? I don't know why I say things. Right. Orks. What do I usually play against? Well, I play against Space Wolves, although I'm not sure if me friend is selling them off or keeping them. Tyranids, Necrons, Tau, Eldar, Blood Angels sometimes, but I'm not sure if they're selling off their armies. Imperial Guard. And Grey Knights. Yep, that's my armies. What do I enjoy out of it all? The armies I play against now, I need war stories. Yes! But with Orks, the thing is, I don't usually play my Orks that much. It's mainly because every game I've played, I've won very few times. It's just trying to get that even balance of what to do with them. I'm trying to think. Yes, there was one at a tournament. It was Gazgul with the Nob squad you kind of see here, except it was all proxied, with against Drago and a squad of paladins. This was a 5th edition tournament. I went in, I went with Gazgul, summoned up his war, charged him into combat with Drago. Drago and Gazgul's base were touching, so Gazgul could get all his attacks in. And the Nobs dealt with the, not paladins, they were incinerators. They were power armoured Grey Knights. You know, the ones with the halberds and the teleporter packs. I'm not sure what they're called. Apologies for that. But Gazgul gets Drago on 1 wound. The Nobs effectively butcher the Grey Knights. And Drago saves his last wound, but then has to take a morale test. No, sorry, he was fearless, therefore he had the no retreat wounds. So he had to take another armour save on 1 wound, and he rolled a 1. Now for those people who don't know, Drago's got 2+ arm save since he's in Terminator armour. Let's just say I was pretty pleased about that. Although it took us another round to get Drago dead, and Gazgul was severely crippled, I was quite happy to say that I took down Drago with 4th edition Gazgul Thraka. When I say 4th edition, I know it's the current codex at the moment, but when there's a new codex, he won't be, so I am pleased to say that's that. There was another time at another tournament, this was with me Chaos Space Marines. I had a 10-man Plague Marine squad with plasma gun, yes, in a rhino, and I was fighting demons. Now Bloodthirster, Deep Striked, near me Land Raider. Although I wasn't in range or anything, I kept me troops back next to the Land Raider. The Bloodthirster goes up to the Land Raider, this was a 5th edition tournament, and then start hammering it, but effectively only giving it 1s or 2s on the damage table. Effectively only giving it 1s or 2s on the damage table. So, what did I do? What did I do? Yes, I remember. I got the 10-man Plague Marine squad out of the Rhino. They were all within rapid fire range. Shot the Bloodthirster to bits. Got it down to 1 wound. The Bloodthirster then has another go at me Land Raider. Then, when it was my shooting phase, I was within range of rapid fire with the... what was it? The plasma gun. Fired the plasma gun. 2 hits, 2 wounds. He takes his invulnerable save, if I was remembering correctly. One of them he got a 4 with. No. I can't remember the demon's invulnerable. Well, he passed one, and he failed one, and I killed the Bloodthirster with the plasma gun. I was quite... I was like, yes, happy times. I was really happy with that. What others? Sorry. I know this has taken a while. I know it's very static, but I'm honestly not sure what I should be like doing war stories. Trying to think of others. Yes, fighting a Legion of the Damned army of the Codex Space Marines. It wasn't like full of Legion of the Damned. He just painted it all like Legion of the Damned. He had Corrosive Khan with it, but you know, painted in fashion with Legion of the Damned and gave him a different name. And had a load of bikers with them. Bikers did quite good damage, but I took all but one out. Anyway, getting to the point. Battle Wagon, because this was with Battle Wagon Rush, with Gazgul and the knobs you see here, went up to his objective, cleared them out, went on his objective, assaulted him foolishly. He ran away. I catched up with him, if I remember correctly, destroying it. Came back to the objective, got blown to bits, so they were gone. So that objective was neutral. There was 3 objectives. The middle one I can remember was being neutral as well. No, sorry, there was only 2 objectives. Yes, 2 objectives. Sorry, I'm trying to... It's a long time ago. But hey-ho. Oh, I was just thinking if this was a self-recording, but oh well. Yes. Well, on my objective, he zooms his land speeder, which I haven't noticed, foolishly, up to the objective. I've still got my squad of shooter boys around it. He gets close to the objective, and when we actually measured the objective, he was on the last turn of the game were measured, and he was a millimetre out. A millimetre out. And I won the game, if I remember correctly. It was a close game, I will admit, and a hugely enjoyable one, but whew, that was close. What else? Yes. There's also that game, the games where I have against one of me friends who plays Tau. He has hammerheads. Actually, he's called the Desert Salmon or the Black Pepper 99. He's got 2 channels, I think. But anyway, he attacks. He attacks with strength 10 weapons. I save them all because with Battle Wagon Rush List, I always have a mech with me custom force field to protect, and it was a 4+ cover save at the time, so it's not that good now. Hence why I usually tend to drop it. I feel anyway. Zoom them all up, attack all his tanks, take them out, and just generally kill them. But it's just the comedy between him. Every time he rolls a 1, he usually goes off it, and it's really funny. It's not like in a nasty way, but he goes off it at his dice, and it's just really funny. It's not like he's being nasty or anything, but it is funny to watch him just shout at his dice furiously. So it's good, and I'm usually cautiously aware of his battlesuits because I know they're the pain bringers of his army. There's also that bloody broadside. The broadside is just lethal. The many times he's rolled a 1 but then got twin linked over it, I was like, oh, that was very annoying. But hey ho, that's all I can do. So that was a few war stories that I've just said. Obviously you might join me in more in more war stories with battle reports that I'll make, and I probably will have one to show the worldwide Daka Daka campaign I've joined as well this Saturday, possibly, using all these orcs. Yeah, so thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe. if there's any way you think I can improve, please add some constructive criticism. I can take that because how else am I meant to get better? Better. I can't take criticism in because it's just like, well, you know, I can't really do much more. But if you tell us what you don't like and then tell us how we can get better at it, then I'll do my best to improve. Anyway, so I know this is quite long and I apologise for not showing a lot of things, but there we go. This is my first episode, and hopefully due to upcoming more, I should improve more. Thanks for watching. If you liked, please subscribe and put a like. And I'll see you in another vlog or a battle report. As generals would say, see you on the table. Damn it. As generals would say, see you on the table. And that was a 3.